Right, so first up, the Tiangong Chinese defunct space lab thingy that people have been going on about, chattering and worrying as if it were a reasonable possibility that a chunk of fuel tank was going to crush them on the way to market. Well, worry no more. It was tracked on radar and it came down somewhere northwest of Tahiti, so in the South Pacific. Crisis over. Yeah. I understand a few thousand meteorites hit the Earth per year, but your chances of being twatted in the head are pretty remote. Yeah. So don't worry about that shit, folks. In the Alvarado versus Alvarado presidential election, it was Alvarado who actually triumphed, would you believe? Talking about Costa Rica. Carlos Alvarado, the left-wing candidate, won over Fabricio quite convincingly. Fabricio Alvarado, evangelical preacher, doesn't like the gays. Gay marriage was a big debating point in this election, Costa Rica being committed to the American Convention on Human Rights, and as such, inter-American human rights court rulings. A recent ruling recognising gay marriages led to this being a central theme of the election. I don't know a great deal about the two candidates, or Costa Rica as a nation for that matter, but I would guess they made the right decision. I certainly support gay marriage. Voting an evangelical into power is dangerous for a number of reasons, including but not necessarily limited to human rights issues. On the other side of the world, Turkish dictator Erdogan has labelled Benjamin Netanyahu a terrorist and called Israel a terrorist state. The Israeli PM had commented on the Turkish president as a man who, quote, bombs Kurdish villages. I guess Erdogan calls that simply dealing with terrorists. There is a long-standing conflict between Kurdish nationalists, separatists, and the Turkish state, which clearly is going to continue. Erdogan was not alone in condemning the killing of 17 Palestinian protesters in the Gaza Strip, and lots more were wounded. Why the Israeli military, was using live ammunition at this protest, I don't know. Netanyahu praised his soldiers, as you'd expect. Erdogan is an authoritarian ruler, head of his so-called Justice and Development Party. He has centralised power in his own hands, silenced, imprisoned critics of his regime, and he's playing a dangerous game in Syria, causing heat with Russia and the United States. Turkey and its Syrian rebel allies have attacked US-backed Kurdish forces close to Turkey's border. It's a complex entanglement, the Syria conflict, and it isn't over. The carnage goes on. Let's finish with a bit of North Korea, shall we? Because why not? Kim Jong-un, who we recently saw in China talking with Xi Jinping. Now he attended a South Korean pop concert in Pyongyang, the North Korean capital. Yeah, K-pop. Don't go there, would be my advice, but anyway. People are talking about a thawing of relations between North and South Korea. I suspect Kim's moves are calculated. We've got this meeting with Donald Trump coming up. So what we have seen and what we will continue to see is a jostling for the political high ground, so to speak. What will come of the Kim-Trump meeting, I don't know, but image is clearly very important to both men, so it will be interesting. And on that note, I'll bid you all a fair and pleasant day. See you later, folks.